It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate how much you connect with us and take on the messages we're trying to drive home. And speaking of that, the current drought crisis in the Western Cape has resulted now in level 5 water restrictions being implemented by the city of Cape Town. And for us to make sure that we have enough water available in our dams for everyone in our province, we all need to do our part to use water sparingly to avoid that dreaded day zero. We are very honored this morning to be joined by the City of Cape Town Mayor Patricia de Lille to learn a little bit more about what day zero means and what we can all do to avoid that day when our dams run dry. Auntie Pat, we love having you here. Thank you so much for just being so down to earth, first of all, and connecting with us, and for literally putting your money where your mouth is. Every time we have spoken, I think in the last 2 years, has been about water. We've seen the billboards. I've seen the lights on Adderley Street, which was amazing to me, a great way to come back to Cape Town. Day zero, it's filled with dread, as it should be. What does that term actually mean?
I want to say, first of all, thank you to Expresso for all the opportunity to come on air and talk about water. You are real water warriors.
Oh, thank you for
and that is what we want all Cape Townians to be.
Thank you.
Our dam levels are dangerously low. We're currently trending at 34%, of which only 24% is usable. We're expecting a long, dry, hot summer, and therefore water saving is so critical. If we are not able, all of us, to save or to use less than 87 liters of water per day, if our dam levels go down to 13.5%, if we do not get rain, which we will not get because it's summer, and if we continue to use more than 500 million liters of water per day, we will reach day zero on the 13th of May 2018. That's how critical it is. And so we're asking all Cape Townians, all our visitors, international visitors and guests, you are welcome, but we ask you to save like a local. There are about 50,000 Cape Townians that simply don't want to listen. And it's not fair on the rest of us who are saving, and I want to say thank you to all of those that are saving. But what we are doing with them now is that we're fitting a water meter device to your house, where we restrict you to 350 liters of water per day. We fitted over 21,000 water meter devices, and then to bring them also in line to use less water. So I just want to say that while I ask Cape Townians and our guests and visitors to save water, what are we doing as a city to avoid day zero? Because I believe day zero can be avoided. We are bringing on additional sources of water. A few examples. At the Steenbras Dam aquifer, we're pumping 10 million liters of water per day extra. At the Atlantis aquifer, we're pumping 9 million liters of water extra. And then at the Oranjezicht springs there, we are pumping about 2 million. So we're also doing our bit, but we need that partnership.
It needs cohesion, and unfortunately having to enforce measures, it was always going to be a part of the deal. We often wonder why the message is not sinking in. I've been to Theewaterskloof, and that was enough for me to have a complete shift. Level 5 has been instituted. Are you seeing a difference? Are these measures actually having an effect?
It does have an effect of not all the people, but on some. So you're not allowed to wash your car, you're not allowed to water your garden, you're not allowed to use more than 87 liters of water per person per day. And as I was saying, that day zero will really mean that if we can't save water, we'll turn off the taps. And then we will have 200 water points around the city of Cape Town. And all of us will have to go and queue for water. And at that point, you will only receive 25 liters per person per day. So that is how critical it is. Level 5 is helping us not to reach that day.
But it's there.
But you know, if we can bring our water usage down to 500 million liters of water per day, we're currently at about 611. then we will be able to stretch our water even further. And that's why the savings must go on while we bring
So we
on
are,
additional
we're there,
water.
we are close enough to be able to, it's
We are, and
achievable, it's achievable.
You know what Cape Townians have achieved so far? In January 2016, as a collective, we use 1.1 billion litres of water per day. Today, as we speak, we've been able to bring that down to 600 million
Almost
litres
half.
of
Wow.
So we can do it. I know Cape Town, we can do it, and we must do it.
How do you do it? Can you give us some tips on a personal level, speaking from person to person? What can we do to save water?
You
in
know,
our home?
I am so into saving water that even when I'm in Johannesburg and I try and take a 5-minute shower, I feel guilty. So at home, it's 2 minutes. Into the shower, I think we need to get some designers to change our water system so that the hot water can come out quicker. But I stand in a bucket, I catch the cold water, jump into the bucket, and then put on my KFM song. And then
Well done.
2 minutes. And you know what? You know when the song is going to end, and you know the song ends, jump out.
Rush, rush, rush. Yeah.
And then that water I then take out to the garden, or we put it into, I've got no garden left, by the way. I put it into the toilet, into the basin.
The cistern, yeah.
And then, of course, you know, we are 3 people in the family, and I've got 4 beautiful babies, 4 huskies. So between the 4 of us, we've been able to reduce our water usage. I tweeted my water account 2 days ago, and it will show
Brave.
you that I paid 42 Rand last month. This one is 41 Rand. Before that, 50 Rand. Just by saving. So also, you know, don't water the garden. It will fix. I closed down my pool
Yeah.
completely. I put a lot of rubble in there. It's closed up as a waste of money, and we don't have water. Also washing the car. You know, if I look
it's a
around
no-no,
with
yeah.
some of the people driving in these clean cars, I know that they're naughty, or they've used waterless car wash like I do at
It's
home.
the new status symbol is a dirty car. Patricia, thank you so much for joining us. And
It's
just
a
to prove
great
that you are the
pleasure.
coolest and most down-to-earth politician in all the
Yeah.
land, we're going to ask you to stick around a little bit. But it is an achievable measure.
Yes.
All the City of Cape Town storage dam levels are now currently 31.2%, which is still terrifying. Only 21.2% of that is usable
Yeah.
water. We all need to get on board to save water. And for more tips on how you can do just that to avoid the dreaded day zero, please, please, please visit capetown.gov.za/thinkwater.
Together we can avoid day zero. Visit capetown.gov.za/thinkwater for water saving tips from the City of Cape Town.